Wow!
Wow!
Wow, where did we go? You've played Glastonbury, which is
Yes.
like, that's...
Hashtag goals.
You're welcome back to the Moho Sessions, and this is number 7, or 7th artist, or I don't know where I am, or what it is, but that's fine. We are here with we are here with Katie WhIttaker, and we're going to have a chat and a song, and see where that takes us to. So, for those who maybe don't know who you are,
Yes, Lynn.
I think they're going to get to know you through me getting to know you, because I have to say I'm not very familiar with you, so I'll be getting to know you. So this is like, I think this is a Moho get to know. Ta-da!
Yes.
Here I'm very witty. So, kind of a housekeeping, kind of tell us who you are, how you got started in your music journey, and what your specific genre of music to you means to you.
Okay. I'm Katie WhIttaker. I'm a singer-songwriter based in Perth, and I've been singing since I was like 10 in public, all over Scotland mainly. I mean, my professionalism started in a band. I was in a band called Red Pine Timber Company for 10 years,
Wow.
touring as only girl in an 8-piece band.
Wow!
Oh yeah, so
No.
you're gonna know about that, but
Yeah, that must have been hard.
that was hardcore.
Mm.
Yeah, back in
I'm in a
galore.
Moho with 3 guys, it's hard.
Oh yes, that van. Oh, I tell you, that van.
Joke, but you know.
Oh yes,
Is
a
it?
van full of lads on the road. It was a fun time for
I'm
sure.
sure it is.
Oh yes, but yes, and then in 2016 I released a single. It's Glastonbury, and I played it there for Billy Bragg on the left field. It was brilliant, and then it wasn't long after that I left the band, and I was like, got to see if I could do it myself. And then it wasn't long after that lockdown happened, so I took a wee break for a couple of years, and then I've come back, and it's better than ever because I've got new musicians, and we shaped all my songs that I'd ever written into real songs, and then played them live at a support gig, and then I was like, you know what, this is actually a full complete album. And then I was in the studio for about a year and a half getting that done, and it's going to be out on the 1st of December. I've got 2 singles out now.
Wow!
Wow!
Wow, where did we go? You've played Glastonbury, which is
Yes.
like, that's
Hashtag goals.
hashtag every musician's goal.
Oh
ever.
yeah, one of the main stages as well, not just like one of the outsider ones. It was like in it. It was amazing.
That's good for a musical CV.
Yeah, I could hear Adele from my tent. Unfortunately, I didn't actually go see her because I was on the next day, and I didn't want to lose my voice. I was really restrained. My mum and dad went to see Adele, and they were like, "Are you sure you don't want to come?" I was like, "I will lose my voice if I am in that crowd." So I stayed in the tent and listened.
So what style was the band you were in? What?
They were outlaw country rock, Americana, southern sound with Celtic thing.
Ooh.
Eight people, so there was like all the musicians. We had a brass section, we had fiddle, we had like just big sound, big party band. It was amazing. We've got 2 albums out. Sorry for the Good Times and Different Lonesome. I'm on both of them. Anytime you hear a woman, that's me.
That sounds pretty cool.
It was definitely cool. It was definitely shaped my presence on stage and gave me that experience that I needed. And I was touring with a lovely, brilliant songwriter, Gavin, who we sadly lost last year. So he helped me a lot in like crafting my art, and like when I've been writing my songs and thinking about writing my songs, he's very much part of that, inspiration wise, as well as like everyone else I've ever listened to. But yeah, miss him. But
That's sad actually.
I
but
know it's really
say
sad.
there'd
I
be-
miss him.
I'd say
Gavin.
there'd be a song about him somewhere in there.
Not on this album, but there will be for sure. There's a couple of kind of bits that I've written that are definitely about him that'll go in a very sad song one day.
So your own style and the inspiration that he gave you for songwriting, what is your process and where's your vision when you're writing a song? Because there's a lot of, like, the business is complicated.
Oh yeah.
As I always say. You either write for yourself or you write for the audience
I write for myself.
or the radio.
I write for myself, definitely. It's all kind of in my brain. I mean, I think I've got like this ADHD brain that just is always singing. And sometimes I've got to figure out if it's singing a song that it knows or if it's writing something new. I love country music, and I've got that kind of country style to my voice when I sing, but also it's very soulful as well, so I do like a bit of soul in my songs. And then after I wrote it and I was recording it, I was like halfway through recording it, before it was fully formed and produced, I was so torn. I was like, what genre is this? Like, I was like asking people, I was like is this country? Is it Americana? Because I'm like a member of the Americana Music Association. I've been a member for years, and I'm like, are my people gonna like this? Are they gonna be like, that's pop, that's pop country, that's not Americana? And I was like, oh, like actually panicking. But feedback so far is that it's got enough country in it, and it's got enough Americana in it, and it's also got all of those hooks that I love. So I like a good catchy hook. That's generally the bit that's playing in my head before I write it.
See, when you get into we always get to the genre discussion.
I know, it's like,
every
what is it?
chat gets to the genre discussion and why.
Don't want to be put in a box.
Well, you see, I think, like, when you're being creative and you're writing a song, you're not putting yourself in a box. You're not putting that song in a box. You're not putting the emotions in a box, because you can't put them in a box.
But when you think about who you're selling it to,
then you have to put
it in a box. I know, that's what's so hard. I'm like, who is my audience? Who are my people?
But then I know
people.
I know it's a business and I know it's an industry, but you sometimes think, shoot, is there not room for another genre that says, I don't quite know where to put myself, so I'll put myself just here?
Well, I thought that's what Americana was, you see. But it's still a very southern thing. It's still very rootsy. But I don't know, I think there's enough Caledonian sound and Scottish roots, and as well as the country stuff that isn't quite polished. I don't know.
But see, I think music, like, for me, when I'm doing voice for women and I've been doing like country, Americana, folk, and my kind of perspective on it is the voice and the song, and if it grabs me and makes me feel something. As soon as it does that, I'm hooked. I don't care about the genre, I don't care about the length of the song, and all these kind of stipulations. That's not really where I'm at. But there are these kind of, these are in the industry world. Those are the,
and very much a verse, chorus, bridge.
But
chorus,
I'm finding that every genre has. Oh, that's not Americana. That's not folk. That, like, it's. There's just so much of that discussion that everyone's like, no, not that discussion again. But it's like, every time I find myself talking about it, and I'm like, it's that discussion again. Because, like, it's changed. Music has changed so much over the last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Country music 30 years ago didn't look like it does now. No. Americana.
90s country. Oh my god, that is country pop to the max. Like, a lot of my stuff is definitely like early 2000s like sound. There's not maybe a lot, but definitely some of them. I would say so, but then I've added like fiddles and stuff to try and like bring it a little bit to the front. But I do, that's kind of the sound that I was raised on. And then, like, you think about artists like the Claws. I mean they're a bit cancelled now, but like I listened to all their albums when I was a kid, and and they are roots music. That I would call that Americana. I would call that pop country as well, like, because why wouldn't you? And it's always it is so. But then you got your like Fleetwood Mac, and you're like, there's so many things you can pull on. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, what, just to stay in a box? Like,
but even the first country song, if you're looking at roots of a certain genre, the first country song even sounded so much different to like what we would class as traditional country. Like, traditional country, I think, would be classed, if we're talking women, just for the sake of voice for women, if we're talking women, like, you're talking Dolly Parton and Reba McEntire and those, even Loretta Lynn, Tammy Wynette,
Tammy, I love a bit of
Patsy
Tammy.
Cline.
Oh, crazy.
Like they're like they're kind of your in that kind of traditional country.
Oh, definitely.
But then you verge out of that into your Carrie Underwoods and your Brandy Clarks and your.
I think sometimes it's just about the voice, you know. Like if you're putting
all
on an
about
American
voice.
accent, or you're like, if you've got that twang, then it doesn't matter what you're playing, your country. Like sometimes, you know, if you're singing like that, then that's it. But I just like, if you're a girl singer, then it's really hard to break out of that sound, isn't it? Because you sound like you're a girl, you sound like a girl. Like, so they're not going to be like, you know, she's grunge or like, I don't know. I guess you get grunge singers that they all still sound very beautiful and tuneful, don't they? I think so.
But see, that's the thing as well that I always find interesting. I love conversations like this. You have pop bands like in like the 80s, where you had like your Girls Aloud, and it was like brilliant. And then you had the 80s. No, no, but see, I told you to bring. Thanks for bringing me back. 90s, 20s, 2000s, whatever Girl Aloud was.
Yeah.
Please edit the 80s
That's-
out of this video.
See, that's where I was like, that's where my pop side does come from, because I'm part of that pop idol generation. You know, I was like a young, impressionable singer when pop idol started, you know, and, you know, I was listening to see who was number one at Christmas, which one won, and all that stuff, you know, that's very much part of me, you know.
But then when some of those artists like Nadine Coyle did a solo album, which I thought was amazing. Like it was pop, but I thought her voice was like one of the best voices out of Girls Aloud.
Oh, yes.
But it didn't seem to make too much of a mark on the scene. Whereas Cheryl Cole made a huge mark on the scene.
It's marketing. Cheryl Cole got a budget. Nadine Coyle did not.
Apparently Girls Aloud are reuniting.
Wow, without Sarah?
Their first single is about Sarah.
Yeah, thought it'd be. Oh, that's gonna be sad.
And then if it does well, they're sorry, this is totally not
Oh my
country.
gosh, Girls
But
Aloud!
we are talking music.
Girls
and
Aloud are coming back
But
without Sarah.
the reason I bring that up is like Zayn from was it One Direction?
Yes.
He left One Direction and he went a total different style. And do you know? So like it's we do put people in a box in the musical industry, but it doesn't mean that other stuff isn't there, and it doesn't mean that there's not music.
Still
And
trying to find my box. I think that's my key.
what box?
I don't know. Live
Do
music.
you need a box? Why not a triangle or a circle? Or a like one of them
It's not. I'm trying to find my box. I'm trying to find the
parallelograms, but it
audience.
just keeps moving side to side, and you just kind of like, do you know, or just a jaggedy box.
So just leave the box and come back to the box. Or leave the box and come back
Just a
to the box.
jaggedy box.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to find my audience. And that's hard to do when you're doing it slowly and you're not paying for it.
Well, see, I think this is where the question of do you write for yourself or do you write for your audience? If you write
Write
for
for
yourself
myself.
and you're confident and comfortable in what you have to offer, and you give your all, then your audience will find you.
Thank you very much. Hopefully that's the plan.
Because there's like music. There's something for everyone. Because music's
Yeah.
so subjective. Like
When you write your own songs for yourself, that you do go through that big range of emotions of really loving it one day and really doubting it the next day and then really loving it again, and then you're like, oh, maybe it's not that good actually, and then I don't know, eventually you fight with yourself enough, you're like, shut up. Shut up and get on with it, it's good, fine.
my new phrase. I've got a new phrase now. I think I'm going to use it as a logo or some description sometime. But, there's something for everyone, and there's an audience for every artist.
Oh, that's lovely.
And there's a cake for every occasion.
Damn right.
Now, speaking of occasions, this is an occasion where the guitar comes out. I think you tuned it, didn't you?
I hope so. I don't know, it's been sat in the cold again.
Sorry, I did say it. Anyway, this is the moment where you sing a song.
Okay, this is a song. I can't even remember writing it. I remember it being in my head and I remember it existing, but I don't actually remember where the seed of the idea came from. I think it came after I came back from Americana Fest. I was feeling a bit but I was writing other songs as well, so it got put in the background because I was writing songs for Left Field at the same time. And this isn't a Left Field song. Or maybe it is, but Yeah.
I love that word. You were feeling a bit meh.
I was feeling a bit meh. I was feeling a bit
What
meh.
does that mean when you say that? Feeling a bit meh.
You'll know when you hear the song, I think. I don't know.
I'm not going to cry.
No.
I'm quite emotional.
Hopefully not.
If I hear an emotional song.
This song did make me cry once when I
Oh,
played
dear.
to an empty theatre. Just to my daughter, who was about 6 at the time. Sometimes I can make myself feel so small. I'm just a tiny little dot amongst 100 million other dots. And sometimes when I think about the future, well, I just get so damn frustrated, 'cause life's just too complicated. I'm just a tiny little dot amongst 100 million other dots. And how can you be mine? But it's just so hard to shine. But it's just so hard to shine. Shine. Some people say I'm 1 in 1 million, and some other people say there's 100 other girls just like me. I'm just another pretty girl amongst 100 million pretty girls. And how can you be mine? It's just so hard to shine. It's just so hard to shine. Shine. Just take a look a bit closer. Maybe there's so much more there than you can see. Take the time to know my heart. It's really not so hard. You'll find the star. I can see a star within you. You shine a light on me, I'll shine a light on you. Why can't we just realize, if we take the time and look deep inside, it's not so hard to shine, 'cause it's hard to shine. Shine. Thank you very much.
I'm going to get all the notes.
Don't get
Oh,
them
tell it some more.
Headline show for the album launch.
Ooh, is this a Moho exclusive?
I wish, but I went out this morning on my Facebook.
Okay, it's not. It's a Facebook exclusive.
It's a Facebook
So-
exclusive. But,
When is it? Where is it?
26th of January in the Joan Knight Studio at Perth Theatre. And yes, headline show. I'm going to be supported by the lovely Kate Harris, who is a wonderful songwriter as well in Perth. Yeah, and we're hopefully going to fill it out. Just pack it out, buy your tickets. To our Facebook page. On my Facebook page.
I don't know why I whispered that.
Get to
Not
Facebook,
some-
Katie WhIttaker music.
You should have been whispering. But no, that was really gorgeous, and I thought like your emotion in that as well when you were singing it.
Yeah, I definitely mean that one, I think.
I think you do, yeah.
I think I mean all of my songs, but that's the thing. I write all my songs for me. They are basically all about me. It's very selfish. I'm still at that stage in my career that I've still got a lot to say. And this album, I think, just scrapes the surface. Like I said, it's about my 20s, and there's a lot of hints in there of being picked up or, you know, feeling better because my partner came along and saved me, basically. And then, yeah, all the songs kind of have this kind of positive, like, lift in them. and I'm hoping that like in like the next album I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper into what it was I needed picking up from, and you know, stuff like that. Absolutely, that's my plan anyway.
That was a darker album.
Maybe there'll be some, there'll be some upbeat stuff, but I definitely want to try and delve a little bit deeper with some writers and stuff and get, because my issue, I can play like the acoustic guitar really basic and I can sing a belter, but when it comes to the music I need to work with some good writers who know what they're doing music wise. Thank you very much.
Now this is the fun section, or as some people, I'll put a disclaimer out, some people think it's cruel, but I don't think. It's just fun. It's not meant to be taken seriously. And you don't have to answer. You can plead the fifth. So it's this or that. So, love or money?
Love.
I see. Most people say love.
I got a lot of love. I don't have a lot of money.
That in itself sounds like a song.
Oh yeah. Don't steal that. That's mine. I said that. Trademark right here.
Well, you trademarked because
Wait, what did I say? Oh, it's fine. I'll watch it back.
Singing or guitar?
Singing, definitely. I need guitar lessons. That's on my
You did pretty well there.
Thank you very much. But singing is my passion. It's all I've ever wanted to do.
Songwriting or performing?
Performing.
See, she doesn't sound like cruel at all.
No.
Did you actually think about these answers today?
No, I didn't
a little bit.
Because
you said you watched Amelia Quinn's interview, so you probably thinking. So you know how definite answer you
I know she loves her guitar more than I do.
It's really hard.
To be fair,
She knows what's
my
coming.
guitar, I do love my guitar, because I have Gavin's old guitar that I was on the road with for 10 years with him. So that specific guitar, I do love it, but not as much as I love singing.
Okay, I believe it. Movies or books?
Ooh, that is a hard one.
Oh, there's harder coming, I think.
Oh, books.
Now, this one might be the not to take it too seriously, and you don't have to answer. DC Brown or Will Hope?
Oh no.
It's
I'm not answering that because I only met DC today, and I've only spoke to Will on Messenger, and I love Will. He literally announced my first single release, and nobody else knew it was coming because I didn't tell anyone. I didn't even promote it at all because I didn't know it was going to come out.
What?
Well, because they said it wasn't going to be out on time, and I was like, oh right, okay, I'll figure out what date it's going to come out, and then I'll tell people, and then it did come out on time, and I was like, oh okay, it's out. So I messaged Will, I was like, by the way, it's out, and he put it out.
But I thought artists decided their date.
I did, but I did it too late because I am a last minute Nelly and also very impulsive. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, I was like, screw it, I am done thinking about it anymore, and I just did it.
Your manager has a lot of work to do.
He was not my manager at the time. He's new.
The manager's in the vicinity, so I'm telling him
He's new.
he has a lot of work to do by the sounds of it.
Yes,
Good luck,
but
manager.
he's working on it, and we've released another single since then, with a lot more notice.
Notice is good for something.
Yeah, and that was Shine. Now that's the title track of the album. And
It's
then
a beautiful track.
Thank you. It is. Yeah, I don't know if it's my favourite, but
Now this question, Kezia Gill, I don't know, do you know Kezia
I
Gill?
love Katie Gill.
Or Amelia Quinn?
That is too hard because I just seen Amelia Quinn play. I've
I
never
know,
seen
and she's
Kezia
badass.
live. And she is badass. She's
I
so
love both of them,
badass.
don't get me wrong, it's just preference.
And
And
how, like, have
fun
you ever
fact.
answered this question?
You can ask me if you want.
Kezia Gill or Amelia Quinn?
Both.
I knew you could say that. I would love to see Kezia. The last time she was in Glasgow, I couldn't make it. I was doing another gig somewhere else. That's the thing. I can barely see anyone. Jade's coming on Thursday. I'm playing in Aberdeen. Nah.
But see, watching Amelia Quinn,
She was
a lot of
rocking.
people probably think it's insane, why are you going to all of the gigs? But
I think it's amazing. I think it's like
it's
the
nuts.
greatest
It's a
thing
little
you
bit
could do
nuts.
for Amelia.
But what standing watching Amelia for that length of time, like, there's just so much talent there, and her songs are freaking amazing. And she has, like, I know it's country and like they say country,
She's
but
southern rock.
She has like angst and rock, and her songs and lyrics are just they're class.
Yeah,
She's
definitely.
sheer class.
Oh,
And of all the artists who deserve to go through a stratosphere and be like huge,
yeah.
she's definitely one of them.
That Backroad song.
So
Love
maybe
it.
tonight I'm on the
Tonight,
side of
you're on
Amelia
Amelia
Quinn.
Okay.
But when then next I go and see
I know.
Kezia,
The
because
Misfits
Kezia knows how to perform and she gets better and better and better. at it.
And she's pure country. She's like,
Kezia?
yeah.
She's a misfit.
Well,
She
aren't we
is.
all? Aren't we all misfits? In
Maybe
this
that's the
world?
box we have to put ourselves in. Maybe that's
Absolutely.
the square box, not the jaggedy box or the circle or the triangle
No, the misfits.
or anything like that. I don't know if I should ask you Shania or Dolly. I just did, didn't I?
You did.
Sorry.
I have to say Dolly, just because she's like forever, isn't she? She's still releasing new albums this year. She's timeless. I haven't heard any of her new stuff recently, but she's gone rock and roll because she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now. Like that is how much Dolly is that she's now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame despite never doing a rock song in her life. Because she's just rock and roll from her pores.
She is indeed. And this is when I would normally ask about your song titles and give you 2 song titles. But because I don't really know you very well, I can't ask you to choose between your songs, so aren't you lucky that you don't have to choose between your own songs?
I'm very lucky, but also I feel like I need to send you this album before it's out on the 1st of December so that you can
I think
ask me another time.
yes. That would be lovely actually, because
I'll get Harry to send it to you tonight. You can listen
the
to it on the
manager
road.
that's got a lot of work to do.
He does. I've just made him a big job. I messaged him earlier. I was like, by the way, we're going to see Amelia. He's like, okay, let me know when you're leaving. I'll get the train. He's in Edinburgh. So he's a good guy. Good guy, that Harry.
Is he walking at home tonight? Well, if he's in
I don't know,
Edinburgh,
I have
that
to
would
give
be
him back. Let's give him a lift back to Edinburgh.
So, for people who want to look you up,
Yes.
where can they find you?
I am at Katie WhIttaker Music on my socials, mainly Facebook. Instagram's getting there, but Facebook is my main port of call because I'm old. And I can't, because
Like usually
Instagram's
Facebook,
a little
Instagram,
picture.
Twitter, Spotify.
No, well, Spotify,
Website, yeah,
of
yeah.
course. I'm on Spotify now. I've got singles out. Yay! I'm the only Katie WhIttaker on your Spotify and your Apple Music. And katiewhittikermusic.com is my website where you'll find all the other information.
Thank you very much. It's been wonderful to get to know you, and I hope you out there. It's been wonderful to get to know her through me. If that made any sense. See you on the next Moho session!